Wish we had more notes because
That's all I got.
come to a summary with enough time for me to tell this awkward story.
Yes.
You've both heard it before.
Well, you said I'd heard the first one and I hadn't.
You've definitely heard this one.
No. Oh. Is it that time you got jumped?
No.
Oh, the longboard
Same place,
story.
though.
I don't believe that
That's
one, by
my
the way,
favorite
Shauna.
one.
Do you not believe it?
That's ridiculous.
No.
You don't have to believe it. It's definitely true.
Beat up, deck and cover, and what was it, a Taco Bell?
Right.
It was a Taco
Gunshots.
Bell.
Ridiculous.
No, that was.
He said ridiculous.
Those are separate, but
Wrist rockets.
Yeah, so awkward date. I've definitely been on an awkward date before. Probably a few, but the one that comes to mind is
Easy, big
obviously
fella. Easy. Easy.
I just like he's laying all his out.
No,
Everybody
right.
else is
Well,
safe.
let me tell you about date number
no,
75.
no. I meant that as like probably a few awkward ones.
He's calling himself
Not that I've been
awkward.
on like a ton of dates. They've just all been
They've
on.
all
the
been
ones
awkward.
I have been on. They've
And
all
you're
been
the
awkward.
common denominator. So
I seem
what
to
does
be.
that say?
I think I'm smooth, but I must not be.
And you're not a woman.
And
And
you're
I'm not a woman. This one in particular was at college. I didn't know it was a date, although that's to my own ignorance.
Well, that you're not
That
off to
is-
a great start.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. That one. But to my defense, again, this was a person that it wasn't like a stranger. I'd known them for a while. And so them saying, hey, let's, go get food. Like, it didn't seem like I guess in the moment I was thinking,
gosh.
yeah, this might be a bit.
You're like Jimmy Fallon and Nicole Kidman? Is this a thing? Am I?
Wait a minute.
Did we go on a date?
Did I date Nicole Kidman?
What? Talking about.
In a way, I guess. So yeah, I didn't know it was a date. Or I guess I just wasn't thinking about it in that way. I definitely should have picked up on the clues. But again, it's just the relationship that we had. You wouldn't have thought immediately, oh, this is going this direction. We've been friends forever. But at one point, yeah, I was at college and she's like an hour away. She's like, yeah, I'll drive over there. That should have been clue number one. She's like, oh, I'll drive over there like right now. What's up? Let's just go. Clue number two was she asked me what I was going to wear. And my response was terrible because I said probably like what I have on, which was some cargo shorts with holes in the knees.
Gross. Criminal.
Classic.
Criminal. Straight
Which
to
also
jail.
meant I'm not thinking about it. So this is, as far as I know, we're just going out. I mean, I'm just walking out my door.
Yep, exactly. A sleeveless shirt, but not
No.
like sleeveless.
Come
like,
on, Scott.
Oh
We got to
my
work on the game.
the sleeves were like torn off. Like it wasn't.
That doesn't make it better.
Well, it looked cool.
No.
In the
I'm
right
You thought it looked
context.
cool.
I bet it didn't.
In the right context, it would have
I-
been hot. It'd have been like, look at that guy out there cutting lumber.
Look at those holes in his shorts.
Look at his arms. Well,
Cut
yeah,
down.
the shorts were probably no good.
Did you have on a backwards hat?
I did.
Oh,
Do you know what that says to me? I'm just going to say it. That says redneck. I'm getting big redneck
It
vibes
was definitely
off of every bit of that.
A lot. Yeah, it was probably pretty redneck. And then, well, so to my credit, I think I put on
Deodorant?
like a different shirt.
cologne. Oh,
Once,
Axe body spray.
yeah,
you definitely
I
sprayed it up. Shh. A little bit in the
Yeah.
pants.
Nothing says cargo shorts.
I mean,
and
I was
sleeveless
in.
shirt.
I wonder if it would have gone differently. I was in freshman year of college. I was in dorm, so I had a roommate,
You're like 18
and
at
but
that
he
point?
he wasn't there at the time that so he didn't give me any. There's no feedback. These were all just thoughts coming at me.
Well,
and it was
feedback
only
from
my
another
interpretation.
dude. I don't know if it was going to help.
It might have. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we go out and it doesn't get better. We went to Chili's.
Chili's,
And-
baby back rib.
This is the point when I started to realize, okay, this might be a date. So I need to salvage it. Like I need to do better. So we're I got to do something that's not this, because I'm realizing the time and effort she's put in now, and this is what she's got.
She drove an hour to have dinner with you in gross shorts.
Yeah,
And a
it was-
cut off shirt.
yeah.
You owe her an edible arrangement.
So I feel like the dinner went well. Like But then
Did
I thought,
we split
I
the
got
bill?
it.
What did we do?
No, I paid it.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, I realized, ooh, this is on me. So I thought, okay, what can we do here? Whitehurst Beach, Old Dominion.
Oh,
I thought, oh, this is perfect.
I'm
It's
very
late.
familiar.
It might smell of weed, but that's okay. That's,
I thought you were going to say something else. Like, that could be much worse.
no, it was
Meth?
just like, all right.
I was thinking like trash or like it was meth.
Yeah, that's
my go-to. After weed, it must be meth. That's all.
Okay.
So we go to Whitehurst Beach, which was like perfect because you go out on that dock, the floating dock. I don't know if y'all had that back in the day, but
no. But I know.
it was.
Did you grab your guitar?
I should have. I would have.
Oh no.
But then we're talking, and this is the point where I kind of I lose what I'm saying. I'm realizing later on that I might have said something in this part.
Oh, I cannot wait for this.
I don't remember what I said or what we talked about really. I do remember talking a little bit about like relationships and what we're doing in life and all that. I just remember going back up to my dorm and talking to Ricky about it and giving him receipts. Like, this is what was said. Anyway, I'm jumping ahead. So we talked for a minute and then we go back to her car. We sit in the car for a minute and then she's, ready to leave. And I thought, okay, like,
put her there.
Time to make the move.
You went in for the handshake.
I went in for a little bit more than the handshake. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. We had a great conversation. Seems like this is where this is going.
Okay. Sorry.
I went in to plant one on her, give her a little kiss
on the cheek. Wherever it landed, didn't matter.
Wherever it landed, it did not land anywhere. She gave one of these.
You get the pull back?
Oh, she swerved you.
She swerved. She pulled back. Yeah, it was so weird. I feel like
so at some point
I don't remember.
changed.
I could be stretching the truth here a little bit, but I do because I feel like I either grabbed her arm or maybe like right up here, like a little Adam Brody move, and it did not land because I feel like for a split second there was like resistance, and I realized like I was pulling and she was pulling the other direction. So quickly, I'm like, what? And then she catches my hand right here, cups my hand like a mother.
She dabbed you up, didn't she?
Oh,
no.
She doubled up on the top.
Like she's holding my hand here and cups my hand like this.
Aw, I value your friendship.
Like, why would you do that to a girl if you didn't like her like that?
Oh,
this is the moment. This is the moment I was telling you about.
This girl is gangster.
What is that telling you? What does that say? I need to hear it, right? I need you to say, no, I do. Like I need this assurance before we go through this.
That's so fair in this case. She just drove an hour.
It definitely is. I don't deny that at all. It's definitely, and again, this is the point where I went and told Ricky, I'm like, there was nothing that I said that was like off-putting or I don't like you or anything like that. But
it totally you were dressed.
Yes. And
but there were context clues for her along the way.
100%. Like it was justified her needing some validation in that moment. But she knew right before it was all happening what was about to happen. Like she could feel it. It was happening. So it was like, you could have caught me before we went to this point of no return, right? Where you're cupping my hand, asking me this, and then what am I supposed to do there? I can't.
How did you answer her when she asked you that gangster ass question? I like this girl so much. How did you answer?
She just likes her because she put you on the spot.
No, but honestly, that level of self-advocacy, she's like, why would you do this with somebody? Such a valid question. I'm in awe.
I don't know that I answered. I don't think I was very embarrassed. I don't know that I answered. If I do, I do not remember what I said. It was maybe a quick back and forth, if any.
It's all downhill from there.
And then I got out. It wasn't probably like
Wow.
20 seconds after.
She turned around and drove an hour home.
All right.
Yeah, that's a long ride back home after your date went like all that.
You could at least said, you need some money for gas?
You bought dinner.
I did buy dinner.
You bought dinner. So.
So again, it's one of those, like, I know looking back, like, everything she did was justified. There was no, if anybody was wrong, it was definitely me, because I should have seen those dates. I can't explain to you the relationship, though, that would explain why I didn't think it was.
Which, that's fair. But yeah, if you think you're going to go to dinner with somebody.
But then I realized, again, though, it was like, okay, I don't know. I just think now there are friends that if they ask me, I'd be like, okay, you're a girl, but I know, like, I'm going to dress like whatever because I know our relationship, and I'm not here to impress you,
man,
and it's not going to matter. And
I mean, at this point, and I don't know what
I definitely wouldn't go out in cargo shorts with holes in them again.
Right. I feel like given the two stories you've shared, even certainly you've probably adjusted how your mind works and what you assume the other person is thinking.
Progressed.
Yeah, I feel like you've had the opportunity to learn some good lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, you're able to put those into practice. And
but I would also like to say, as a side, as a woman,
those two.
There have been two times in my life where I have chastised a man for his ugly ass cargo shorts, and those things were never to be seen again. I wear that as a badge of honor.
Wow.
Cargo shorts are for the streets.
Well,
they are bad.
What kind of shorts do you like to see on a man? You don't like to see jean shorts, right?
I can hang with jean shorts in the right context.
Otherwise, I don't like to see a man in shorts. It's off-putting.
I don't hate it.
Maybe gym shorts. But then you got to have been working on the legs in the gym. If not, you should not be wearing shorts.
Have to come above your knee. You look stumpy and weird if your shorts are hanging out below your kneecaps.
Okay.
They need to come up above your knee.
So cargo's above the knees, they're no good.
There's no way for them to look nice. After you've washed them once, the pockets get all bunched up, and they look all bulky
they're always
and
wrinkly,
goofy.
and you can't get the wrinkles out.
They always look like you just rolled out of bed. They're just not.
I know exactly what you mean. So do you like the tight ones?
I do. Actually. Do you know the brand Chubbies?
Write that down.
The brand Chubbies?
I'm not familiar. I haven't bought a pair of shorts in 20 years.
The name is a little okay.
Right.
But yeah, I actually do like kind of the shorter style, a little more fitted, because it just looks nicer.
Let me what's it? Spell that? CHUBB.
Spell like it sounds.
Got it.
Can I just bring us back here for a moment?
You got another failed dating story?
No. I just want to say, I only feel like one of those stories really taught me a huge lesson. The other one, I still don't know how to interpret. One of them was like,
which one don't you know how to interpret? I'll help you out.
The first one I feel bad about. That one.
Right. The first one I'm like, okay, I don't know what I should have done differently.
You were in an awkward situation. You should have
I just wonder
called
if
a friend to come get you.
Maybe there were some clues before y'all even got to the coffee shop. Not having the whole context.
Yeah.
Maybe there was something and you were just like,
it was one of those where I felt really led that like, okay, they're definitely done, because she talks about the fact that they're done a lot. And I thought, okay.
So
yeah, we're not gonna victim shame in this situation, because you were there. They'd already been broken up for a while. You just thought this was somebody that had potential. You don't deserve to get left in a coffee shop because homeboy rolls up from 3 hours away, and now
it was awkward.
I do not have any empathy for Scott's situation in that story.
Wow.
Until I get the full context. No offense.
There's not much more context to give you. That's again, it didn't. After that, it was just weird. It was awkward, and which sucked because we were good friends.
we really need to know now. So
Yeah.
if you have learned from those, and got some lesson learns and some good notes.
I would take notes from the rabbi.
The biggest question is, do you still own any cargo shorts? And be truthful.
No.
There was a hesitation. I don't believe
I had
you.
to think about it.
We need to go through your drawer one day.
The last pair that I had were those same, and it was like last year that I finally got rid of them.
Okay. Second question and final, but we already know the answer. Do you still wear your hats backwards?
Yes. but not on a date. I wouldn't. Not anymore.
Okay, good. So you have grown in that in the hat area.
Although I say that now I'm thinking back, and I might have.
Right. If you're going to hang out in the park, but it's a date, you're going backwards hat. Yeah. You are, not me. I'm not. The only reason this one is backwards is because when you wear it forwards, you really look like an old man.
Do you wear a hat then when you take your wife out on a date? Or do you like fix your hair and you're being presentable?
I fix my hair. I quit wearing my hat because I'm like, that looks like I'm not trying. I know that sounds like, oh, I really do mean that. Like I finally quit doing it because I used to always just, what? We're going out? Okay, I put on my hat. Nah. Plus, I like my hair to look good. So I like it when it looks good.
I support it.
Well,
see what I did there, Scott?
I do. Yeah. Well, I'm still going to take notes from the rabbi, not from you.
Everyone's taking notes from the rabbi.
That's
He's
a good
ridiculous.
poll. Will we ever see the rabbi in a backwards hat in this whole series?
Oh, I wonder.
I would be mind blown.
Surely they're going to be out playing or doing something at some point. He's going to have a hat.
You know what, though? There's two things as a woman from the, what is it? What do they call it? The female gaze. Backwards hats.
Gaze?
Gaze.
You're a clown.
Yes.
Come on, that was funny.
Not gays.
That's such a...
They're called something else.
Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, circling back. Backwards hat. And also I feel like we've talked about this. The sleeves rolled up to about,
three-quarter sleeves.
Yeah.
I love a 3/4 sleeve.
Yeah.
Those are two that will get a lot of women. So if he shows up with either of those things, that will not be.
Wait, what was the first? I wasn't listening.
Backwards hat or the
backwards hat
or the rolled up
3/4 sleeve. Boom! I'm already there.
If he throws his arm behind the passenger seat and looks over his shoulder to back up a car with one hand.
Oh, we talked about that, didn't we? I remember that.
Wait, what if he has a backup camera?
That's a power move.
That's such a power.
And then he's doing this, but he has a backup camera. Like,
oh god,
all right, now you're an idiot. Just look at you got a camera.
How about this?
Backup cameras kind of killed it for us on that.
When a man backs into the parking spot, that's a power move. Am I right?
It is.
Yeah. I started doing that all the time.
If he does that with his sleeves rolled up and his hat on backwards.
Well, but I said it first. Here's the other thing I do. Well, I mean, I'm married, so I have the opportunity to do it all the time. But it's I'm like, this is a power move. I'm doing it. When we go to cross the street, I'm like, no, you wait for me to make sure it's clear.
Oh. That's not what I thought you were going to say.
I put the arm out. I'm like, nope.
I love that.
You know when it's safe.
You wait for me.
No, those are the micro things that'll take you the distance.
Wow.
I swear well. 2 thumbs way up.
Write that down.
Do you do the whole no, I'll walk beside the street. You walk.
Yes.
Okay.
We've talked about that too.
You go on the inside of the sidewalk.
I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's, what is that? Nonverbal communication.
Okay, so as a man, Chuck, what is the male gaze?
Gaze?
Gaze.
I don't remember what. Oh, what we.
Yeah. Like just physical thing that they do or that they wear or.
Well, let's PG. Let's keep it PG. No, this is going to sound so corny, but I'm not making it up.
Okay.
But when you're like, oh my gosh, she appreciates what I've done or she appreciates
recognition,
the effort. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just hate the word recognition because it sounds very
pretentious.
Look at me. Yeah. But it's like, no.
Okay.
I'm going through a lot of effort to make sure we're safe, to make sure we're.
Oh, but that can lead to miscommunication.
Taking care of life.
Because what if what if, okay, so you do a lot of that, right? Like you're doing the mom arm on the street, but what she wanted was like a present. Like you didn't get her a present, for Hanukkah, whatever. And it's like, well, wait, but now you're thinking like, no, I do things for you, but it's not things that she really picks up.
You just have to feel that out early on. At some point, you start to realize which one of the two they prefer. Well, they prefer a lot more than two, but you know what I'm saying.
So there's so it's more of just a.
So this doesn't even have anything to do with physical.
Yeah, there's
aesthetic.
No physical thing. It's just oh, thank you, Chuck. What did you say? Did you say thank you?
No, not a thank you.
Do you want to go out or? Sorry, was that too far?
Just a confirmation that if I weren't in your life, you would not struggle, but you would miss my presence.
That you help. Okay, you help and close. You make her life easier. You enhance her existence.
That was funny. Yeah, because you almost were like, if I weren't around, you wouldn't know how to operate.
Make your life easier. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you make her existence easier. She could totally do it if she wanted to.
Right.
But you're helping.
Well, why wouldn't I just make her life easier? Mm-hmm. Just
take the trash
and don't
out.
Wait for a reason to do it. Just do it first.
Yeah.
Just go ahead, and if this needs to get done, just go do it. It'll pay off eventually. It might take 25 years, but it'll pay off eventually.
This went so far beyond just like a messy bun.
Is there I was going to say, is there a physical thing? A messy bun is actually a good one. A
messy bun is definitely.
A messy bun.
Well, I have a whole take on, we should do that sometime. We really should do that. I have a whole
list. He wrote them down.
No, just the physical stuff with women and what they think they need to do to be attractive or not, or whatever attractive means.
It's different for everybody.
Man, most women are above. I told you this the other day, Scott. They're above average, but there's an average, so that means there is a middle ground. But they don't need to go out of their way to be, put together. That's not me. I don't need all that.
You don't need to do all that.
Just be yourself. That's what I want. I don't want to wonder who you are. Don't be somebody else when you're out and about. That'll wear you out. Just be who you are.
And I'll be good with it. I'll be like, that's it. That's what I want.
Now I know what I'm dealing with.
Okay.
Profound.
I like all of it.
And a messy bun.
You can call me Rabbi.
Honestly. Somebody's taking notes. Somebody's got to be.
Okay, well, thank you for tuning in. This has been Episodes Unscripted with Sean Fretwell, Charlie Harcum, and myself.
I feel like we just saved some people's relationships.
Something to think about.
Yeah. They're listening to this and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna do something different.
I'm gonna throw out my cargo shorts.
And I'm gonna put my hair up in a messy bun.
And never wear a backwards hat. You know what else we learned, Scott?
Comb my hair.
You are not a woman.
I'm not a woman. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.